Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
And he thumps it clear. And that's a throw-in. Messi. And here's Mbappe. And it's Bellingham. tries to play it through, and he was alert to it. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Brilliantly cut out. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter.
Messi. And here's Hullet. Just eases him off the ball. Toure did well to emerge. Messi! Goal! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So, a breakthrough already. Bellingham plays it in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Casapia are benefiting from a lot of movement up front, are they not?
Yeah, and if you're looking to play people in with passes from midfield, you really need willing runners who aren't looking to just get to the defensive line, but to go beyond it.
Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. Messi.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Messi, this is promising. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Shevchenko clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Shevchenko. Hazard. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Hullet. And here's Hazard. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hazard. Wriggles his way through. And this is Shevchenko. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Lam.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And here's Shevchenko. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Neymar. Hazard, very much a man of this moment. He's having a hit! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Hazard is offering a wry smile there.
FC Tokyo with the corner, there first. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Casapia have the chance to go the other way. And here's Shevchenko. Can he get it through? Oh, easy pickings there. Casapia are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Hullet, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Now it's Messi, and this is Hazard. It's Hazard! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And that interception. So a temporary halt to the action. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess still.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. He'll try from distance! Not a bad try by any means.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Neymar. And that was nowhere near his best. Pull it. It's a good ball out wide. Can he get on the end of this? Messi. Oh, it's a great ball here. And this is Neymar. Chance, surely! It's loose. Oh, what has happened here? And that's a good-looking ball. And here's Messi. Van Dijk was in no mood for any of that. Played through into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shevchenko unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, that looks a decent ball. And it's Messi. Vieira. That is a brilliant interception. Tries a deft little... Oh, good effort! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
What a pass, one that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
And here's Messi. And he's quick to return it. Now then, the ball's come loose. Lofted in. And here's Yamal. Aimed at the far side. Oh, great leap! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Número 11, Neymar. Número 10, Messi. Número 5,
Vieira.
vão dar os seus lugares a
Nicely intercepted.
Ibrahimovic. Número 18,
Azar.
Número
Now
19,
looking to orchestrate a counter.
Número 8, Número
Pelé.
20, Sidorf.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Driving forward. Seedorf. Great chance!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Casapia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pull it. Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nicely aimed pass. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Messi! Corner number 2 then. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Could be danger here. Vieira gets across and deals with it. Oh, it's Dembele. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Messi. And it's Hullet. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be...
Chance for a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Pelé. That's tidy. Dembele. Pelé. Pelé. Ibrahimovic! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Great vision, expertly cut out, really nicely done. That's that, the end. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other, but it wasn't. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide...
And Messi! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence. Peter, if you're looking for a defensive blueprint, then look no further than Alessandro Nesta.
There's nothing he hasn't got, is there?
As complete a stopper as I can remember, he just loves to defend and he's always willing to put his body on the line.
And here's Bellingham. Rummenigge. Lovely pass, but can he get... He's had a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Nicely weighted ball. He is through. Messi! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Thuram with the clearance. Messi. And that's a throw-in. Aimed at the far side. Van der Sar deals with that nice and simple. Looking to play him in. Varane promptly onto that, and that is that. Nesta did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Nesta is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. And they're quick to get it back.
Paris Saint-Germain definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Backward it goes. Vieira. Look at the space here. Oh, this looks sharp. Pull it. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And the pass is intercepted. Casapia leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Good ball, good take. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Messi. And Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, that's clever. Time and again they are repelled. And it's Azar. And that's been won straight back. And here's Cruyff. And this is Hullet. Shot, surely! And he couldn't finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Vieira. Rummenigge. Lobbed in behind. And he can clear it away. Looking for the far post. Van der Sar claims it. Safe hands.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Threads one in. He's in plenty of space here. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Azar. Rummenigge is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Bellingham finding himself in space. Ball's gone out of play. Bellingham. Bellingham with the delivery. Van der Sar claims it without any fuss.
1 minute.
Azar. Nesta. And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Casapia go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Casapia just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Now it's Azar. Passes short and sharp. Good read, needed to be.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Platini. Oh, this is a very good run. Not the most convincing of passes. Azar. Vieira. Looking for options for movement. And it's Bellingham. And he welcomes it in. And he's in on goal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Rodri, it's a pretty loose pass. Pullet. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And it's Azar. Azar, a player who needs no introduction. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well seen, saw that coming. Lampard. Vieira. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Platini. Looking for the run. And now they can clear their lines. Rummenigge. And this is Messi. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Chance! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Une petite pensée, mesdames et messieurs, pour le président d'un de nos clubs de supporters qui fête son...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way. So there he is, Wesley Sneijder, a terrific playmaker.
Yeah, one of the very best to emerge from that legendary Amsterdam production line. An old-style number 10 whose ability with the ball is the envy of many.
And is that his greatest strength, or is there more to him?
Well, without doubt, it's his tactical intelligence combined with his pinpoint precision. The guy is like clockwork. You have to have that if you want to play there.
Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. Short changes him with that pass. Silvestre. Well, he's got to be disappointed with that. Hullet. Now, what about a counter-attack? And here's Hullet. Hullet plays it in.
That's good defensive concentration.
Oh, easy pickings there. And he's in on goal. Tries a shot. Gerrard. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably...
Just the keeper, shot, surely! It's there!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So, a breakthrough already. Neymar. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Casabia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Mbappe. Ferdinand. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Conte. Passing is crisp and sharp. Chance here to counter. Oh, well measured. Sneijder. Zaire Emery. Played in. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Hullet. Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That pass has been well intercepted. That pass isn't the best.
Liverpool definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rafael Varane gets a foot in and wins the ball. Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. And here's Sneijder. Now it's Del Piero. Del Piero! Casabia have the chance to go the other way. A probing pass. He can run onto that. Neymar receives it in a wide position. Can he finish? It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And here's Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? He's onside. Gerrard. And the pass is intercepted. Schneider. And this is Adriano.
Oh, great feat, that.
He might be in here. Oh, look at this. He's had a shot! And that's in. Into the lead once more. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Liverpool leading now. Zaire Emery. Schneider is onto this. And it's Schneider. Threads one in, and he's cut it out. Aims beyond the defence. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The fine
chance for a shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
That has been cut short. And this is Messi. Now there's a fine ball. Spread to the right. Oh, nice touch. Backward it goes. Oh, important interception. And the referee has blown for half-time. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Hello attendees, this is a Lost Children's announcement. With the father of a boy in the green backpack, kindly contact a nearby member of staff.
So we're underway for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Well timed, excellent interception. Nicely weighted ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
This is a promising build-up. And this is Schneider. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, can he get onto this? That's a little off target. Vieira. Mbappe. Looking to play him in. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Zaire Emery. Schneider conjures time and space where few can. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the...
Tries one from range! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Gullit. That is lovely. Neymar. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And he's gone long. Zaire Emery. Conte. Adriano with 2 goals already to his name.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Bellingham. Neymar. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Some good work on the right flank here. Conte. And Sylvestre. And it's Gerrard. And that's really well manoeuvred. Sylvestre unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
No, didn't quite have the weight on it.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Gerrard. And here's Mbappe, spread out to the left. And now they can clear their lines. Shapes to shoot! And he's stuck it away! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution on the field, number 17.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Casapia cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
McAllister. Number 13, Lee Kagan. Number 20,
Zaire Emery.
Substitution in progress.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Sylvestre just loves to go forward whenever he can.
Liverpool really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Yamal is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. He's being urged to shoot. Cross it. Chance! He's got a goal! They have stolen level at the last! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
There will be 1 minute
And
at
in
a
a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And that will be the final act. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. They do appear, Jim Beglin, to be going with a 5-3-2 formation.
Well, if flexibility doesn't have an influence on this system, we truly are looking at an approach that is quite negative. But at least there is good scope to turn a seemingly deep-line defence into a more dangerous attacking outfit. This system will allow plenty of attacking numbers without necessarily compromising on that discipline.
This might spell danger. There's the shot! And he's done it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. It is a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, that's a fine interception. The Netherlands have the chance to go the other way. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gullit looking to receive it in space. Neymar, Bellingham, real chance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Messi. And Messi! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Yeah, you can't blame him for trying, but that looked a little forced.
Casapia leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. That's going across goal. Van Dijk clears it away. Neymar! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Flashes it across. Ferdinand deals with that comfortably. Messi. Neymar. And he is deftly away. Ball swung in. Van Dijk with the clearance.
The Netherlands definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Makaleli. That has been cut short. Mateus. And here's Mbappe. Well read, nice interception. Messi. Neymar. Can he get it through? Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Roberto Carlos. Neymar. Lahm gets a foot in and wins the ball. Mateus knocks it out wide. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. He is through here. Played into the box.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a cue for...
Bullet! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. He leaps for it!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe is onto this. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That is good alertness. That has ended up in no man's land. Makalele did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, this looks sharp. Casapia looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Mbappe passing nice and neat. And it's Ibrahimovic! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Araujo. Vieira. Mbappe, never the sort to be shot shy. And it's made its way to him. Oh, just skip chance! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
No, again, there's no way through.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Now it's Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Messi. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Some first half thoughts?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Casapia looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. Back on the way then. Casapia apparently ahead by the smallest of margins.
Coming on the field, number 24.
And here's Hullet. He can run onto that. Can he finish? And that's in. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Bellingham. Schneider is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Mateus. Hullet. And this is Hullet. Great defending, strong and determined. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Great ball if he can get there. That's the keeper's ball.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Lahm. And it's Roberto Carlos. Bellingham powering forward here. Roberto Carlos. Makalele. And this is Hullet. Knocks it into space.
Hullet really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
The Netherlands needed that. They really needed it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
It's out for a goal kick.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 7.
The two coaches are
Mateo.
signalling changes here, both
Number
at the same
2,
time.
Makalele. Coming on the field. Number
Hazard.
14. Bellingham. Number
And it's
3.
Hullet.
Rijkaard.
Ferdinand.
Substitution.
Lahm is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. That's a little off target. And here's Hullet. Bellingham. Ibrahimovic. Best. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Bellingham. And it's Snyder. Lahm delivers. Chance! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
And it's been taken short. Alvarez. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And now they can spring out of defence. And they've got rid.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Ibrahimovic. Now it's Alvarez. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Lahm. Looking tidy in... And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
The Netherlands have their second corner now. Alvarez with the short one. Alvarez. And it's Lahm. Casapia are looking to go forward now. And this is Dembele. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
The Netherlands clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Dembele. Cross to the back post. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Schneider, who's set up one goal so far. Lahm.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
No way through.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Yeah, that looks a decent ball. Best. He's got away. He's free. He has got space. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
And he's gone backward here. He'll try from distance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. So that's it. It is all over. A good watch, more than a good watch, actually. Certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things already rolling. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's excellent at winning and resetting.
Can he finish? Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's been taken short. Showing good feet. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Bellingham with a fine tackle. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Messi. Rodri. Well, they've got it again. Rummenigge. Bellingham. Messi. Mbappe. Messi. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Bellingham. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
Ah, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
And the pass is intercepted. Hazard. That has not gone well. The sides separated then just by that one unfortunate moment. 1-0 the score. Neymar. Very nicely done. And this is Messi. Oh, important interception. Yamal is looking to influence the game from out wide. That has ended up in no man's land. Keeper's got good distance on that. Now it's Neymar. It's a pretty loose pass. And there's the shot! Another special Neymar moment! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Hullet. Neymar. He's found the way through. Neymar on a serious charge here. Referee's given a throw. Ferdinand. Hazard. Hazard running with intent. And here's Hullet. Hazard. Hazard making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Not the most convincing of passes. And he was quick to react. Yamal. And this is Hullet. Good ball, good take.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So a lead courtesy of an own goal. Rodri. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Rafael Varane. But it's Thuram. Here's Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, delightful ball. And this is Messi. And for the first half, that is that. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Casapia, clearly the superior force halfway through this contest. They lead 3-0. And so the action is resumed. And here's Mbappe, and he's managed to get free. And the finish! Oh, it's hit the post! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Nice physical challenge. Now it's Hullet. Bellingham, who can single-handedly make a difference. Oh, good read.
That was well played.
Tries from a long way out. A whisker away from making it 4.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Messi, and this is Messi. And he's there to belt it away. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And Messi! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps.
And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Casapia. Messi! And he couldn't keep it down.
Casapia certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.